the weaver's lesson. High in the sprawling branches of an ancient baobab tree, two weaver birds, Kweku and Manu, were preparing for the approaching rainy season. Kweku was an older bird, his yellow feathers slightly faded but his eyes sharp with experience. Manu was young, bright, and full of restless energy. "The great rains are coming soon," Kweku warned, carefully selecting a single, sturdy blade of elephant grass in his beak. "We must build our nest strong." Manu scoffed, darting around the lower branches gathering any dry twig, loose leaf, and brittle vine he could find. "You are too slow, old man. I will be finished by sunset, while you are still tying your first knot. Why spend days working when you can finish in hours?" True to his word, Manu worked with frantic speed. He shoved leaves together, tangled the twigs carelessly, and declared his nest complete just as the sun dipped below the horizon. He spent the next 3 days lounging, eating seeds, and singing boastful songs. Meanwhile, Kweku worked from dawn until dusk. He wove each blade of green grass with incredible precision, creating tight, intricate knots. He tested the wind's direction to angle the entrance perfectly, and reinforced the roof with extra layers. Manu would occasionally fly by, laughing at the older bird's slow, deliberate pace. On the fourth evening, the sky suddenly turned a bruised, angry purple. The wind began to howl across the savanna, and the first heavy, violent drops of rain fell. The storm was fierce and unforgiving. Manu huddled in his hastily built nest, shivering as the freezing wind tore straight through the loose gaps in the twigs. Suddenly, a violent gust caught the wide, poorly-tied base of his home. With a sharp snap, the nest was ripped apart, scattering into the dark night. Soaking wet and terrified, Manu clung desperately to a bare, swaying branch. "Manu! Here!" called a voice over the roaring wind. It was Kweku, peering out from his tightly woven home. Manu fluttered over and squeezed inside. To his amazement, it was completely dry and warm. The rain lashed furiously against Kweku's nest, but not a single drop breached the tightly woven walls. The structure swayed gracefully with the branch, secure and unbreakable against the gale. The next morning, the sun rose over a washed-clean world. Manu looked at the empty space where his ruined nest used to be, and then looked around Kweku's perfect, sturdy home. "I thought I was saving time," Manu admitted, his head hung low in embarrassment. "But I only saved time by sacrificing my safety." Kweku smiled gently and nudged the young bird with his wing. The moral: rushing to finish a task often leads to poor results. True strength, quality, and lasting success are built through patience, care, and hard work. Time saved at the expense of quality is time lost entirely.